Hi everyone, welcome back to Lighting Foundation course where we explore the exciting world of 3D art and rendering. Today we are diving into a setting up Arnold for rendering in Maya. Arnold is an incredibly powerful path tracer that widely used in VFX and animation industry for creating stunning photorealistic renders. By the end of this video, you will be know how to enable Arnold in Maya, configure your render settings and understanding some of its standout features. Let's get started. Before we can use Arnold, we need to make sure the plugin is enabled in Maya. Here how you do that. Go to the Windows menu at the top of the Maya interface, navigate to Setting Bar Preferences and click on Plugin Manager. In the Plugin Manager window, look for m2a.so files. This stands for Maya to Arnold. Make sure to check the both boxes are enabled. The auto load checkbox will be ensure Arnold is available every time you open Maya. Now that the Arnold plugin is active, let's take a look into the render settings and features. Arnold is a path tracer, which means it simulates the way light interact with object in physically accurate manner. Let's break that down. Arnold traces path of light from the camera, bouncing off the surface and interacting with the materials. So this will be allows us to create a realistic reflection, refraction, and global illumination. Arnold is physically accurate. Arnold is designed to follow the real-world principles of lighting and shading. This will make it ideal for photorealistic renders. Key features: ray depth control. You can adjust how many times the light ray bounces, controlling the realism and render time. Sampling. Arnold uses samples to control the quality of light and shadow calculations. Higher samples means better quality but longer render time. With this understanding, let's dive into setting up Arnold render settings. Now let's configure Arnold for optimal rendering. Here are the steps. Open the render settings window by clicking on the clipboard icon on the top right. Under the render using options, select the Arnold render if it's not selected. Key settings to adjust. Samplings. The camera AI controls the overall quality of the render. Start with the values of 3 to 5 for the test render. Anything above 6 will be considered as a production quality render. Diffuse, specular, transmission, triplus, and the volume interact. We can fine tune these settings based on the scene complexity. Ray depth. Adjust the total number of rays. Diffuse, specular, and transmission depth to balance realism and the performance. Environment. The environment used to support the render to push into realism like Atmos and fog integration in your scene. You can set this up adding sky dome light by connecting an HDRI texture into it as a light source. Features that make Arnold stands out. Arnold isn't just powerful, it's also user friendly. And here are some important features. Adaptive samplings. The adapting sampling facilities will be optimizing render time by focusing on noisy areas. GPU and ZPU rendering. So these options will be allows us to render on both GPU and CPUs, giving you a flexibility depending on your hardware. Also, we have open source shading language OSL, create a custom shader for unique effects. Also, we have the integrated AOVs. Arnold, simplifies the process of creating render passes for compositing. And there you have it, a complete guide to setting up Arnold for rendering in Maya. We are covered enabling the plugins, understanding Arnold path tracing, configuring render settings, and exploring it, standard features. Now let's begin more deep into the subject and let's create some stunning renders. See you in the next video.